Hello, this is Ernest Burley Jr., your certified financial planner practitioner, your chartered financial consultant, your NFLPA registered player financial advisor, your investment advisor representative. I hold the Series 6, 63, and 7 that allow me to offer securities products to clients all across the country. Your author of two books on Money Management Easy as One, Two, Three, and Money Management from Grade School to Grad School. These books are available on Amazon, on my website. You can click on there and go check it out. I ask that you buy out Amazon, just buy them by the caseload, so they have to order more from my publisher. So I appreciate all those who have already done that. My books are being used in different states, and people are teaching them in various churches or amongst themselves with other individuals to use it for financial planning, money management, insurance concepts. All those type of things are inside the book. So I appreciate the support that has already been going on, and I appreciate the support that's going to come forward from those of you who have not purchased the book yet. Okay. Also, I'm a licensed insurance agent with over 30 years experience in the industry, and I've been in business for over 25 years, helping clients all over the country, from the north to the south, from the east to the west. I have clients all over the country. So I really appreciate being able to help clients all across the country and not be just boxed in to where what state my firm is located in. Okay. Now, I focus mainly on wealth management, investing, so like IRAs, 401k plans, portfolios, brokerage accounts, retail accounts, things of that nature. Also, asset protection, protecting what you've accumulated, in addition to asset growth, so strategically growing what you have at your disposal. Financial planning, whether it be comprehensive financial planning or basic financial planning and consultations. Insurance, all different types of insurance. So, auto insurance, life insurance, long-term care, homeowners, condos, business contractors, churches, disability, the whole nine. So all the insurance products and services we offer to clients across the country also, and also athlete management. So I'm an NFLPA registered player financial advisor on the NFL side, and on the NBA side, I'm an NBPA certified player agent. So I have a lot of connections in the NBA. So hey, if you know someone who has some good skills, I can get them in front of someone to take a look at them. I'm also FIBA certified, so overseas, I have connections overseas too. As a matter of fact, I've gotten several inquiries over the past couple of weeks looking for individuals. So hey, they're looking for talent overseas too, and they pay pretty good sometimes. Okay. All right. So the purpose of this podcast is to educate, to enlighten, and to empower you with clear, unbiased, objective information so you can, to help you make the right decisions or help you try to make some good decisions for yourself, for your family, for your church members, for your business, for whatever you're connected to try to help out in that arena. So that's the purpose of the podcast, just to help out, right? I know it's a lot of stuff out there on the internet, and I try to come with some really good substantive information that can help you out. Okay. All right. So today's podcast, the title is Are You a Henry? Are you a Henry? Are you a Henry? What's your name? Is it Henry? Are you sure? Are you sure it's not Henry? Or are you Henry for real? Now, I've had a few people recently tell me that they were a Henry, right? And I'm like, I know your name is not Henry. But then, yeah, I'm Henry. I'm a Henry. I'm like, okay, okay. I know the person is not named Henry. So what are they talking about? So, unbeknownst to me at that time, this is an acronym, an actual acronym for a large segment of our society. Okay, so I wonder, are you a Henry? Now, here's what Henry stands for. Henry stands for high earner, not rich yet. Get it? High earner, not rich yet. Henry is an acronym. So, it makes sense, right? You get it? It makes sense. And it's a real deal. This is like a real thing. There are plenty of people out there that make a lot of money, high earning individuals that making six figures or multiple six figures sometimes, but they don't really have much to show for it. They don't own a home. They don't have any investments. They don't have any savings. They don't have anything really to show for all the money that they earn every year. So you hear about these stories with professional athletes playing for so many years and not having anything or end up broke or what have you. But there are individuals who are not professional athletes who are doing the same thing. They may be not making millions of dollars like professional athletes do at times, but they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? You have contractors, you have hairstylists, barbers, electricians, plumbers, lawyers. I mean, every profession, you have all these professions that, these individuals are normally making, are often making six figures or better, but they don't have anything to show for it, right? And that's, it's admirable and commendable to be a high earning individual, right? To be blessed to have high income. That is a good thing, but you want to be wise, you want to be proactive, and you want to be strategic with that income. So that's very important. It's essential if you want to live comfortably into the future to be strategic, wise, and also proactive at how you manage that income that's coming in. I've heard people say, and I've heard this on TV or somewhere where these influential individuals have said this, and these are people who have made wise decisions with their money. They say it's not how much money you make, but how much you keep. It's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, which there's a lot of truth to that, right? If you're making all the money but spending through it, that's not necessarily a good recipe, right? So if you were spending everything that's coming in the door, that's a recipe for disaster. So we don't want you to have a recipe for disaster. Not on my podcast. I want you to have a recipe for success, right? So here's what I feel is the biggest culprit of becoming a Henry, right? Um, I think the biggest culprit is the creep. I'm not calling you a creep. Well, are you a creep? I don't know. But no, I'm just joking. Anyway, by creep, I mean expenses creep. Like your expenses creep up. What people do is when they earn more money, they often increase their expenses as their income goes up. So they buy a bigger house, they get a new car or new cars, they eat out more often, they buy more clothes or buy more expensive clothes, they do a lot of extra traveling, they do a lot of things that cost a lot of money. So it's expenses creep. Your expenses are creeping up. Your expenses creep up and up and up and up. And this is a dagger straight to the heart of trying to save and having long-term goals and try to accumulate some type of resources or having some type of money that like a pile of money at the end of your rainbow, right? Or even throughout your life. You don't have to wait till you're 60, 65 years old. Just having some nice pools or pots of money while you're working and making this high income, right? So let's not do that. Like, let's not be a creep. And since we're on the whole acronym tip, I could do the acronym thing now. Creep. Here's my acronym. Here's my definition of creep. Right? Continuously, um, continuously raising expenses every paycheck. I had to think about it for a minute. Continuously raising expenses every paycheck. Creep. Don't be a creep, okay? Let's not do that, okay? Now, how do I get on track? If you're off track and this is what you're doing, hey, you're like, man, I make $150 every year and I don't know where it's going. No, some of it's going to taxes, right? But outside of that, I'm making 200 or 250 a year and I don't know what's going on. I don't have anything to show for it. Um, let's do this. I think you should get a pilot. Okay. Now, I don't mean buy a plane and get a pilot. That's just silly. Don't be a silly Willy. By pilot, I mean create a savings plan and put it on autopilot. So create a plan to save money and put it on autopilot. So every month, or well, twice a month, your 401k plan. So whenever you're earning money, your job pays you. Every time you get paid, you have money going to your 401k plan, right? Also put money into your IRA, money into a savings account, money into an investment account or brokerage account. So you can put money into all these different things on autopilot. So you're not having to proactively do it yourself. It's on autopilot. Like every paycheck, have the money going into your 401k plan. And the money that goes into your checking account, have transfers set up to go into these other accounts every time, like twice a month or once a month or however fits you. I recommend twice a month for your savings account, for your IRA, for your brokerage account or what have you. So you can start accumulating and see how that just starts snowballing for you, right? So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's be a Sam, not a Henry. You know what Sam stands for? Save a lot methodically. How about that? Save a lot methodically. Now, I know a lot is two different. Now, I don't know if y'all know this or know this or not, but a lot is two words. It's not one word. Some people try to write a lot as one word. It's not one word. It's two words. But this is my podcast, so I can make it one word. Save a lot methodically. Okay. So let's be a Sam, not a Henry, not a high earner, not rich yet, and not a creep either, continuously raising expenses every paycheck. Let's not be a Henry. Let's not be a creep. Let's be a Sam. Okay. Let's save a lot methodically. There you go. Sam, 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 Sam. That's it for today's podcast. I know y'all like this guy's silly. That's it for today's podcast. I just wanted to address that whole Henry situation because I've come across that a lot, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that out there in the podcast land. Right? You guys have been in a situation where you earn some good money over an extended period of time, but you really have nothing to show for it. And I don't want you to be in that situation. Okay. All right. So the recap is don't be a Henry. Don't be a Henry. Don't make all this money. Don't be a high earner, not rich yet, making all this money and not having anything to show for it. Some property that you purchased, appreciating assets, right? Not a bunch of vehicles, right? Property, real estate, your 401k plan. By real estate, I mean, like, of course, your primary home, but then sometimes people have enough to have like an investment property, what have you also. But your 401k plan, savings account, IRA, brokerage account, what have you, have something to show for the money that you've earned throughout the years. Okay. The takeaway is, hey, just put things on autopilot. That's the takeaway. Put it on autopilot. Just say, okay, well, I have this extra 2,000, 5,000 bucks a month, or whatever it is, even if it's 500 or 100 bucks a month, allocate it to something where it's going into something to accumulate over time as opposed to spending it. That's the takeaway. Put things on autopilot and watch them grow. Okay. All right. I want to thank you guys for listening in. I really appreciate y'all listening in every week. I know I've been like, man, the holidays kind of threw me off a little bit. So I've been out of commission for a few weeks here, but hey, I'm back. I appreciate y'all checking out my podcast. I ask that you forward my podcast to others, your friends, your family members, church members, other entrepreneurs, if that's the case, your coworkers, just forward the link to everybody. My podcast is on all my podcasts are on YouTube. So my YouTube channel, Ernest Burley Jr. It's just my name. So if you go to Ernest Burley Jr. on YouTube, you'll see like my podcast come up, my link come up, my podcast come up. I ask that you copy that link and forward it to your friends, family members, church members, co-workers, etc., and ask them to do the same. Say, hey, check out this guy's podcast. He has a lot of different podcasts on there. I talk about everything from real estate to whether you should rent or own a home, whether you should lease a car or buy a car, the difference between beneficiaries and wills and trusts, how to increase your credit score, tips for entrepreneurs and CEOs, things of that nature. So a wide array of topics on my YouTube channel that are in podcast form. So I ask that you go to the podcast and send it to everyone else, and that you view and subscribe. So when you view the different ones, you view the podcast, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let's make this thing global. Let's just blow it up. Let's make it viral. Okay. Now, if you want to connect with me, it's very easy to do. You can email me. My email address is just my first name at my full name.com. So Ernest at ernestburleyjr.com, and Junior is JR. Or you can go to my website and you can email me from there. And I have a lot of great information on my website too, different things you can click on and get more information about everything from testing your investment knowledge, testing your insurance knowledge, just a lot of information on my website. But you can email me from there also. And also you can call my firm. It's 301-262-2600. So you can also call, and I'd be happy to, help you out in any way I can, right? So I think that is it for all that information that I want to share with you regarding how to get in contact with me, how to share my information with your friends and family members, etc. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Now I have to get to my disclosure. Here we go. Burley Insurance and Financial Services, Inc., 13621 Annapolis Road in Bowie, Maryland, 20720. That's where my firm is located, just outside DC in Bowie, Maryland. But like I said before, I have clients all over the country. So I have clients all the way from California to New York, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, just all over the place. And I appreciate them all. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Next Financial Group, Inc., member FINRA and SIPC. Burley Insurance and Financial Services, Inc. is not an affiliate of Next Financial Group, Inc. This material is not intended as an offer or solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security or financial or other financial instrument. Past performance does not guarantee future performance. All the views expressed are those of Ernest Burley Jr., moi, and Burley Insurance and Financial Services, Inc., and not those of Next Financial Group, Inc. Next Financial Group, Inc. does not provide tax advice. And that's it for today's podcast. I hope y'all got something out of it. Until next time, y'all be safe out there and y'all take care, okay?